Hello nursery, lovely to see you. It's been so long, it's been a whole week. I hope you've had a lovely half-term break. Right, well it's spring too, so we're going to start a new topic. This half-term's topic is going to be traditional tales. What's a traditional tale? A traditional tale is a story that is very, very old, that's been around for years and years and years and is handed down from generation to generation. So I'll give you some examples. Have you heard of Goldilocks and the Three Bears? That's a traditional tale. Or Jack and the Beanstalk. Another one. Oh, here's another good one. The Three Little Pigs. These are stories that your parents and their grandparents and their grandparents would have heard when they were children and are still enjoyed today. We're going to do a story a week or maybe every 2 weeks, and we're going to start off with Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Now, I've got about 3 different books here, all about Goldilocks and the Three Bears, but I'm going to start with this one. I like the pictures in this one, they're really detailed. This one actually is just called The Three Bears. Let's see what happens. I'll show you the pictures first. Look. The story's set in the woods. Once upon a time, there were 3 bears who lived together in a house of their own in the woods. And there's the house just nestled in there between the trees. Look, looks like there's a little bear on a swing. What else can you spot in this picture? Who's up here in the tree? An owl. Can you make an owl sound? To-wit, to-woo. One of them was a little wee bear. That means a small bear. There he is. That's the little wee bear. He's holding a teddy. One was a middle-sized bear. And the other was a great big bear. They look like friendly bears, don't they? They're really smiley bears. They each had a bowl for their porridge. I'll show you the bowls. There they are. The little wee bear had a little wee bowl. The middle-sized bowl had a middle-sized bowl. And the great big bear had a great big bowl. So a wee or a small bowl for the little wee bear and a middle-sized bowl for the middle-sized bear. It's a bit of a tongue twister for Mrs. Budden to say, getting my tongue tied in knots. And the great big bear had a great big bowl. They also each had a chair to sit in. The little wee bear had a little wee chair. The medium-sized bear had a medium-sized chair. And the great big bear had a great big chair. They're all reading their books. I wonder what they're reading. Maybe they're reading traditional tales. And they each had a bed to sleep in. Let's have a look. Oh, it's tricky. There we go. Let's have a look. The little wee bear had a little wee bed. And the middle-sized bear had a middle-sized bed. And the great big bear had a great big bed. Well, that big bear's having a big yawn. You're having a big yawn, like you're really tired. Ooh. One morning, the 3 bears made porridge for breakfast and poured it into their bowls. But it was too hot to eat, so they decided to go for a walk in the woods until it cooled. So there's the porridge. As you can see all the steam coming out of it, it's so hot. And the 3 bears had decided to go for a walk in the woods and wait till it's cold. While the 3 bears were walking, a little girl named Goldilocks came to their house. Let's have a look at Goldilocks. There's Goldilocks. Why do you think she's called Goldilocks? It's because she's got golden locks. Her hair is sort of a golden colour, isn't it? First, she looked in the window. Then she peeked through the keyhole. Of course, there was nobody inside, and Goldilocks turned the handle of the door. How cheeky. You wouldn't go into somebody's house without being asked, would you? No. The door was not locked because the three bears were very trusting bears and they did no one any harm and never thought anyone would harm them. So Goldilocks opened the door and went right in. There was porridge on the table and it smelled very, very good. Goldilocks didn't stop to think whose porridge it was and she went straight in. And you see her, she's looking at the porridge and she's going to eat it up. Cheeky girl. First, she tasted the porridge of the great big bear, but it was too hot. That was a great big spoon for the big bear's porridge. Then she tasted the porridge of the middle-sized bear, but that was too cold. Then she tasted the porridge of the little wee bear. What do you think she thinks of that one? Can you see her face? It was neither too hot nor too cold. It was just right. Goldilocks liked it so much that she ate it all up. Can you pretend to eat some porridge? Then Goldilocks went into the parlour to see what else she could find. Parlour's an old-fashioned name, what we probably call our lounge or our living room, where you have a sit down and have a rest. There were 3 chairs. First, she sat down in the chair of the great big bear, but it was too hard. Then she sat in the chair of the middle-sized bear, but it was too soft. Look, it's got a big squashy pillow on it. Then she sat down in the chair of the little wee bear. It was neither too hard nor too soft. It was just right. Goldilocks liked it so much that she rocked and rocked and rocked until, oh no, what has happened? The bottom of the chair fell out and down she went plump onto the floor. Poor old Goldilocks, but poor old chair. Goldilocks went into the bedroom where the 3 bears slept. First, she lay down upon the bed of the great big bear, but it was too high at the head for her. There she is on the great big bed. Then she lay down on the bed of the middle-sized bear, but it was too high at the foot for her. You see her feet are up in the air, that's not comfy, is it? Then she lay down upon the bed of the little wee bear. It was neither too high at the head nor too high at the foot. It was just right. And Goldilocks liked it so much that she covered herself up and fell asleep. Look, she's having a snooze. By this time, the 3 bears thought their porridge would be cool enough to eat. So they came home for breakfast. Ah, they're going to find her in their bed. Oh my goodness, what's going to happen? Goldilocks had left the spoon of the great big bear in his porridge bowl and he noticed it first thing. Somebody has been eating my porridge, said the great big bear in his great big voice. Can you say that? Join in with me with a big booming voice. Somebody has been eating my porridge. Oh, you do have big booming voices. Goldilocks had left the spoon of the middle-sized bear in her porridge bowl too. Somebody has been tasting my porridge, said the middle-sized bear in her middle-sized voice. Can you join in with me again and say that? Let's say it together. So somebody's been tasting my porridge. Ready? Somebody has been tasting my porridge, said the middle-sized bear. Oh, very good joining in. Then the little wee bear looked at his bowl. Where's the little wee bear? There he is. What's he going to discover? Somebody has been tasting my porridge and has eaten it all up, cried the little wee bear in his little wee voice. Can you join in with me for this one? So somebody has been tasting my porridge and has eaten it all up. Are you ready? Somebody has been tasting my porridge and has eaten it all up, said the little wee bear. Well done, everybody. The 3 bears went into the parlour. Do you remember what they're going to find? Let's see. Goldilocks had left the cushion crooked in the chair of the great big bear, and he noticed it first thing. "Somebody has been sitting in my chair," said the great big bear in his great big voice. Can you join in with me again? Ready? "Somebody has been sitting in my chair," said the great big bear. Very, very good. Goldilocks had squashed down the cushion in the chair of the middle-sized bear. There we go. You see it? "Somebody has been sitting in my chair," said the middle-sized bear in her middle-sized voice. Can you join in with me from the middle-sized bear? Okay, ready? "Somebody has been sitting in my chair," said the middle-sized bear. Then the little wee bear looked at his chair. "Somebody has been sitting in my chair and has sat right through it." Let's say that together. "Somebody has been sitting in my chair and has sat right through it," cried the little wee bear in his little wee voice. Not little bear's day, is it? First his porridge has been eaten and now his chair is broken. Poor little wee bear. The three bears went into the bedroom. What are they going to find? Who's there? Who's asleep in the bed? Goldilocks had pulled the pillow of the great big bear out of place, and he noticed it first thing. "Somebody has been lying in my bed," said the great big bear. Let's say it together. Ready? "Somebody has been lying in my bed," said the great big bear in his great big voice. Goldilocks had pulled the blanket of the middle-sized bear out of place. "Somebody has been lying in my bed," said the middle-sized bear. Let's say that together. Ready? "Somebody has been lying in my bed," said the middle-sized bear in her middle-sized voice. I'm excited about the next page. Look at them. Who have they found? Who have they found? It's Goldilocks. Then the little wee bear looked at his bed. "Somebody has been lying in my bed and here she is." Let's say that together. Ready? "Somebody has been lying in my bed and here she is," said the little wee bear in his little wee voice. Goldilocks was so frightened, yeah, I'm not surprised. She tumbled out of bed and ran to the open window and jumped out. Luckily, the bedrooms were on the ground floor, so she didn't hurt herself. And she ran away as fast as her legs would carry her. She didn't look behind her, not for a second. Look at the bears are looking out the window, saying, "Where's she gone? Where's she gone?" No one knows what happened to Goldilocks after that. As for the three bears, they never saw her again. Well, I'm not surprised. I wouldn't go back to a house if I knew it was full of bears. I hope you liked that story. There'll be plenty more to listen to and watch during the week. So I hope you enjoy those too. Take care, nursery, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.